Hello y'all. Welcome to part 2 of my United Kingdom Stalinist Path playthrough in Hearts of Iron 4. In part 1, Harry Pollitt took over the country through the power of trade unions and whatnot, and the United Kingdom became the Union of Britain, and we also decolonized the whole British Empire, so all the dominions and, say, a lot of countries in Africa and Asia and the Caribbean are now independent, and we joined a Comintern also. The Allies still did exist, but we kind of left them, so now they're being led by the British Antillean Commune, I believe. Is that right? Yes, the British Antillean Commune is heading up the Allies at this moment in time. And besides that, we invaded the Netherlands, and now we're getting ready to invade Denmark. And Denmark may try to join the French faction, the European Defense League, who at this time is fighting Italy. Well, they're taking on Italy because the Italians tried to invade Yugoslavia. It's not really going well for them. It is somewhat. They took back Albania, I think, but they lost Venice. And Germany, I don't know what Germany is going to do. They had to fight Austria. There was no peaceful Anschluss there. So we'll have to see what they do. We're going to take them on eventually, though, because, as you can see in our focus tree, we want to liberate the homeland of, well, the home of Karl Marx, the great political theorist and such, political thinker. And now, engineering. Let's research improved computing machine, even though it's a little bit advanced for us. It's whatever, though. Let's get some better rifles, some Sten Mark IIs, make our soldiers more effective in battle that way. And Spirit of the Academy. Spirit of the Academy, go with bold attack. Bold attack? No, we need a military high command. Military high command, go with infantry expert Kenneth Anderson. He will do just fine. Modify officer corps once more. Spirit of the Academy, we'll just go with bold attack anyway, whatever. And now available planes in reserve. We have quite a few planes. Let's move the entire Air Force out of England and put them in the Netherlands, just in case for when we start fighting the... Do they even have an air base here? I think they do. I believe they do. Do they? Okay, Holland. Just send a bunch of planes there. Yeah, that could work. Just take all these planes, put them in Holland for now. And we used them to fight in northwest Germany later on, probably. Italy joined the Axis, and now they're going to fight. What is going on here? Not pay licenses. Oh, they're not lending civilian factories now. And that is bad for Yugoslavia. India is going to fight the Indian People's Republic. What do we do about the Germans? I don't know. The German Reich claims Memel. Yugoslavia and Romania are a lot more vulnerable now. Also, the United States is pursuing interventionist policy. France is probably not going to have a fun time. Well, I mean, their allies are going to have an even rougher time because Romania had sent a lot of units to Venice, I believe, so their borders weren't really too highly protected, I imagine. Let's get more units over here to Army 3. And when should this war with the Danish begin? It will begin on the 3rd of May, 1939, so not too long from now. We're flying through every date. It's the 22nd of April at this moment in time. I wonder if the USSR could help us in our war against the Axis later on. And why are there so many okay, wait, these are our puppets. What am I saying? We had the British East Indies as our puppet, as well as the Corrective People's Republic, the Suriname Democratic Republic, and the People's United Provinces. And these are all basically split off from the Netherlands. Well, except for the People's... the People's United Provinces, because the People's United Provinces is the Netherlands, but communist. We just broke away all their colonies and overseas territories and made them subjects of the Union of Britain, calls communism and Holy War just loves making puppet states. And I think, in fact, we're ready to fight now. I think the countries of the communist ideology and Holy War have a cheaper puppeting cost, I believe. If I recall, that's how that works. That's how that works. Declare war now on Denmark. Let's begin the advance. Hopefully they don't join the French faction. We will have to fight them. Yugoslavia has capitulated. We're fighting Denmark alone. Don't join a faction, please, Denmark. Please do not resist. We are coming to liberate you. Do not resist the soldiers landing in your ports. And we have naval support and everything. So Lee Zolgren takes national leadership in China or something like that. In the Mexican Soviet Republic. Join the Comintern. And that's going to really make things awkward for the USA. Tackle fascism is nearly done. Now let's do preparing the second front. And the Union of Britain challenges fascism. We got a world event about that. I might as well read it. Recent rhetoric from the British government has been increasingly hostile and anti-fascist. Together with the passing of various anti-fascist legislation, it is believed that it is a sign that the nation is gearing up for a military confrontation with its ideological adversaries in the not-too-distant future. We are indeed, so yes, we will eventually take on the Axis. And now in the research tree, let's get Blenheim heavy fighters, because we can. And how's our Air Force doing? Let's deploy all of them over northwest Germany now, just to support our units landing in Denmark. Give them air superiority and whatnot, close air support and such. And just use that to try and dominate the enemy here. And we need more fuel. We are out of fuel. Get more from the Soviet Union. Please help us out, Stalin. I mean, you better. We're your ally. Also, this guy, Harry Pollitt here, is a staunch Stalinist, so he really depends on Stalin. I mean, he at least he really likes Stalin. And we won that battle easily. Have we not launched a naval invasion yet? What is going on? Have you guys not started? Have you not sent out the troops? What is going on? You guys aren't going anywhere. Do I have no soldiers attached to the divisions, or are they not going? They're just not leaving the port. That is so weird. That is strange. Okay, hold on. Let me change this. Get on the order. Go. Did I launch the order and not attach divisions to anything? This is weird. I am confused. Okay, let's redo this. Redo this. Redo this. New plan. 1 division each, or 2 divisions each, will land on the ports. Land here. Go from there to there. Launch that order when possible. We'll send like several waves. Not several waves, but just all at once. Send like 10 divisions to land in Jutland. Land there. So get this operation started. This will take us like 14 days. It's a little awkward. I'm sorry, Denmark. We're dragging this war out unnecessarily, but some things went wrong for us. So give us a moment here. And they'll land all there. Good. And then we'll have some other units land at this area. Yes, that works. Or no, that doesn't work. I selected that as the source of the invasion. Whoops. There we go. I did it again, didn't I? Yes, I did. So this is the source. This is the naval invasion source. Land here. That's not it again. Am I messing this up? What is going on? They just won't go there. Land here, then. What in the world? I'm confused. Now I'm just annoyed. Okay, go for Copenhagen, actually. Forget it. Forget this. Is the order not being set up? I am... What the world? Maybe I just forgot how naval invasions functioned. Okay, there we go. Okay, whatever. We just don't see the lines. Okay, I'm not... Oh, whatever. So this will take place soon enough. Mexico wants to join in the war. We're fine, though. And do we justify on the Axis? I say yes. I mean, we could invade them instead of Denmark. Or at the same time, we could invade Denmark. And I don't know. We need to really take advantage of the situation before the... Oh, whatever. Let's just have the naval invasion for Denmark take place and justify on the Germans immediately after this war is over with, or at least immediately after we land. The Iberian nations join the Axis. What in the world? Nationalist Spain joined the Axis. So did Greater Portugal. Yeah, we need to take on the Axis, don't we? Romania has capitulated. We need to help out the... Oh, there we go. Our troops are landing now in Denmark. Great. And we have landed. Terrific. So let's send out the rest of these units to take these ports. Don't fail us, please. If you lose those ports, you guys are doomed. If you don't capture them, you're going to be cut off and destroyed, without a doubt. We should outnumber the Danish military, I hope. So take these ports here, overwhelm them, and flood in with the entire First Army of the British. Let's take these guys out. And let me just start justifying on the Axis. Get that done. The Czechs are not paying their licenses. Cancel the production license then. Modify government. Let's go to partial mobilization. And when we have the political power, we'll start justifying on the Germans. That is the plan. So prepare the second front, or just do the focus that will give us the war goal on the Germans. That works either way. Maybe they might be caught more off guard if we do that instead of what we're doing now. I mean, what the other idea was, the alternative. Come on, get to Copenhagen, win this war. End this conflict between us and the Danish. Not much of a war, honestly. The Danish are trying, but we just have more soldiers than they do, which doesn't help. Also, tons of naval support. Get there, come on, win this war. And Copenhagen is going to fall very soon. Good. And now, We have established our position firmly in Scandinavia and can, at this point, threaten satellite Iceland, puppet Denmark, or did we? Whatever, we puppeted Denmark. And just Denmark. Danish civil union was puppeted. So they kept Iceland, or what? I forgot to let them go. Iceland takes control of foreign affairs. Whatever, we can live with just having the Danish civil union in our faction. And what we'll do now is take... I don't know what we'll do, actually. So just keep all the units we have in the Netherlands. Keep them all there. And we'll set up a 4th army to fight in, say, Denmark. Probably. Maybe. And preparing the 2nd front is going to be done soon. Keep the Navy on patrol, or just, at this point in time, just stop patrolling for now. Please stop doing anything that you're doing. Just go, get some more fuel, then get back to work later, possibly. That seems like a good idea. Maybe. And the French are, what in the world? They're fighting all over the place. We need to go ahead and fight the Germans, don't we? Can we just do this in like 30 days, please? Will it still be as fast as it was before? Yes, 35 days. Justify on them, get ready to go. And we'll have all of the Comintern to help us out. Preparing the 2nd front will be done soon. We'll need some troops. What am I going to say here? Let's get more infantry too. Does the Netherlands have... Okay, they do have some soldiers. Give us all your units, please. All 5 of your divisions, People's United Provinces. You guys are going to go up to the Netherlands, to Denmark, and just be there. You will exist. And the Danish Civil Union, you also have to give us soldiers. Thank you. And this unit's goal is just to try and hold back any German advances into say, Copenhagen. And let me get some colonial garrisons researched so we don't get threatened by naval invasions in those areas. The Mexican Soviet Republic declared war on someone. France, oh, the war's over now, that's awkward. Whoopsie daisy. Well then, what do we do? Question the motives of German Reich. Why did France get beaten that quickly? Was there what? Okay, let's just not conquer them right now. Let's wait for them to fight Poland and Czechoslovakia. Then we'll intervene. That sounds like a plan. That may or may not work. Let's complete Liberate the Home of Marx, though. Get that done. And is someone threatening to invade us? Probably. Japan is they're just fighting against Xinjiang. The birthplace of Karl Marx has been infested by fascism, not only tainting his memory, but also serving as a perpetual insult to all of socialism. It is time to vanquish this evil force from the German land, liberating their populace from the false prophets that lead them. And here we have some new infantry divisions that have been deployed. Send them off to the 3rd Army, The Germans, I really need them to be distracted with something. They're going to fight Poland soon. When will this focus be done? Mexican Soviet Republic's fighting El Salvador for whatever reason. If they're busy fighting Poland, we may have some potential there. Italy is so massive. That is absurd. Why can't they just invade Greece or do something like that? They've just ate so much. They had so much war score from fighting the European Defense League alone for so long. And El Salvador joins the Axis. And now we can join in the war if we want to already, but we'll wait, actually. Guatemala joins the Axis. Okay, then. Here's some divisions. Honduras joins the Axis. And what I think I may do is I may decide to invade the Netherlands, this faction here, just to get back all of our puppets. Does that sound like a plan? It could be a plan. I don't know. The USSR wants us to join in the war. Let's wait for now, still build up our forces slightly, and prepare to fight the Axis soon. Wait for them to invade Poland, then we'll do something. The Soviets are trying to hold their lines. I really hope the USSR is not going to have a civil war in this playthrough, because Stalin does like getting into those. He really does. Looking at the focus tree here, he does not seem to be in too big of a threat at this time, I believe. I think so. Please just don't have a coup. Don't have a civil war. Stalin will start a great purge. The purge will not be avoidable. Okay, so Stalin's not going to have any kind of civil war, it looks like. That's good for us. Call to arms request. Stalin, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. And let's research. Research what? Get an artillery upgrade, perhaps? Yes. Also use our military factories to make more equipment for the British Army. Need more guns, all that stuff. Can we give our infantry divisions more oomph to them? Give them one more artillery and their template. Is that right, or is that too much? That is 21. Yeah, that's right. That is right. And the Germans have moved some units away from the Dutch border. Please go fight the... Go take on Poland. And can we justify on you? How long will it take? 125 days. I don't know if I want to fight them or not. I want to do it, but at the same time it could be a risk. Let's deploy... We'll make it a little side mission for us, I guess. Deploy these units here. The army of... The 5th Army will be tasked with defeating the Allies with its 7 divisions. So these guys are going to go off to Mexico and just hang out in the Yucatan for now. And their goal is to invade the Netherlands Antilles, the British Antillean Commune, I mean, and defeat them, and do that in order to defeat the Allies. It will give them, give them some ships, probably. Yes, let's in fact give that one unit that was doing naval invasion duty. We'll give them that unit. Or no, we'll just take the entire British Navy over to that area. I don't know, let's take the whole British Navy to that place, to the Caribbean. This couldn't backfire at all, couldn't it? Not at all. Not at all. And go leave Jutland and everywhere else in Holland. Now go to the Yucatan. And we're going to fight the British Antillean Federation, and I hope I get back all the member states of the Allies. Liberate the Homeland Of Marx is done. We're now ready to fight a war. Japan declared war in Xinjiang. That's going to be bad for the USSR because I think they're part of our faction. Army logistics. Get that done now. I want the Germans to fight the... Does this expire at all? It does not expire. Please go fight Poland before we attack you. We're going to wait till December before we make any moves. They're fighting. The Italians are pushing pretty hard against the Soviets. And if Poland can get involved in this conflict, that'll be what we need to give us the momentum, ultimately. And let's research. Let's do the focus. Spirit of the Industrial Revolution. And it says the British Isles were the birthplace of the Industrial Revolution. Japan declared war on Yunnan. The birthplace of the Industrial Revolution. In this spirit, we will show the world what liberated workers can achieve in a state-controlled economy. Free civilian factories make, I don't know, synthetic refineries. We need more fuel. We're running low on fuel for our ships constantly. It's a little annoying to constantly give up factories for that. And we have some new garrison divisions. They're going to be sent off to wherever. Did they even have a special name for them? They're colonial garrisons. They're just named... Okay, you guys got to get a different name. There we go, garrison division. So they're just going to be called... Oh, I got to fix it. Dang, now I closed it too fast. Why do we have black shirt brigades? Okay, whatever. Move along here. Gurkha divisions. Interesting names. Where can we find them? Garrison divisions. Good. Garrison. Great. So move these guys over to wherever they need to go. Denmark and the Netherlands, I suppose. So put them all here. Just watch the ports of Denmark and the Netherlands, while the People's United Provinces and the Danish Civil Union. I don't want our allies to get hit from behind. Czechoslovakia joins the Comintern. And now Japan declared war on Saibai Sanma. And let's start researching Concentrated Industry 3, as well as Excavation 3. And so the Germans are busy with that. Will they fight the Polish at all? I want to still wait a little bit longer before I make any moves. Invitation to the Heracline Convention? If we agree to attend, it would be in the near future we would be dragged into a war. And no, we don't want to destabilize the Mediterranean. We don't even have a British Empire worth... We don't even control Malta and Cyprus anymore. We have no real reason to be involved in that area at all, that part of the world. And we have arrived with our 7 divisions in the Yucatan, so take the Guards Infantry, the 70th Infantry Division, so 3 divisions there. Their goal is to just march to Bridgetown, sail there, get Bridgetown, win the war, be done with it. Take that and have actually 4 divisions on that unit, or no, 5. That would be good, and I hope that would just defeat the British Antillean Federation, or Commune, whatever their name is technically, and have this other group take this other port in the country, and we'll just win this war, just take the Leeward Islands, and we'll be finished with our business there. How's the Navy doing? Merge everything back together, split them in half. One will do naval invasion duty. One will patrol the Caribbean, and the other one will do, say, they will be used for naval invasion support. And do we fight the Germans yet? I still say no. The Czechoslovaks need more help. Poland will probably join the Comintern as soon as the Germans start attacking them. Hopefully we can do something there. At that point, I'm still trying to build up my forces before we make a move. We have nearly 1 million manpower. Request Union support for new factories, get all that done. And we need more guns, probably more artillery. China joined the Comintern. Now the USSR is going to fight Japan. I'm not going to fight Japan. You're on your own with that. Are they part of the Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere? They may be. Good. They aren't going to be a part of the Axis or anything. China's part of the Comintern. All these warlords, I imagine, will join a Comintern. And that's going to be a very interesting war I'm going to have nothing to do with. Please go fight Poland and Germany. That's all I ask of you. All I want you to do is fight Poland. And our units are going to be ready to fight the enemy here. Sybase and Mod join the Comintern. Okay. I needed to defeat the Allies. We're going to fight the Allies with 7 divisions. They're like the Allies at this point in time, since the UK sort of left the faction. It essentially consists of a bunch of decolonized communist states from the British Empire. And the German Reich took over all of French Africa, didn't they? Wow. Modify Officer Corps, Spirit of the Army, go with, say, Ideological Loyalty, and let's go over to Superior Firepower when possible. Spirit of the Industrial Revolution is done. Now let's complete Socialist Science Pool, which will create a research group, I believe it's called. Please invade Poland, Germany. Please do it. Make that move. Make that mistake. We will take full advantage of your hubris in that regard. Now let's bring the rest of the British Navy over here to the Netherlands. That's way too many planes, but whatever. Let's take all these. Okay, those guys aren't really supposed to be there, but whatever. These naval squadrons, they don't need to be where they are. Just stay with your forces. Yeah, just stop what you're doing. Hold air wings on the ships. This is a naval bomber squadron, I'm pretty sure. You focus on the English Channel, that's it. Focus on the English Channel. Anything else in mind here? Any carrier-bound ships or units? Yeah, don't deploy these over to northwest England. Don't do that. And now we need to probably move a few more planes around. Is there any air bases in the Netherlands? Yes, there is. We'll just shuffle a few squadrons over here, then get that done. So we now have planes operating out of there. Improved artillery upgrade is done. Let's start deploying more squadrons. Say about 100 interwar bombers and 100 close air support planes. Should be good, I would think. Move over here, please. That's a massive air base in Denmark, isn't it? That is crazy. So have this one unit do strategic bombing just to annoy the Germans a little bit once they're deployed. And they'll hit eastern Germany, well, northwest, focus on northwest Germany entirely for now, just so they'll be weak for when we invade them. So focus on these planes here. Good, good, good. Great. And research slot available. Will the Germans make their move to invade Poland? I don't know if they will or not. They're not doing it, so we'll pull the card ourselves. They don't want to fight Poland. They just don't want to fight them. So let's give it to the end of January, then we'll attack. How is Soviet Union doing? They're fighting. Did they lose Kiev yet? I don't think they've lost Kiev. They're close to it. No, they've already lost Kiev. Second Ljubljana Award. Greece joined a Comintern. Now Italy's going to fight them. That's going to be a front for the Italians to fight on. And let us declare war on the Germans at this point. They got to be distracted, so let's begin. Wait, why is Japan? Oh, they're guaranteeing them. Oh, well, I guess we do have to fight Japan. That is awkward. Let's take them on then. March in, call in the Netherlands, call them to arms. So, yeah, we're going to have to fight Japan. That is unfortunate. Oh, well, we have the Navy to take them on, hopefully. So call in all these countries, get to work, and push south, I suppose. Drive back the enemy here. Try to push down toward Hamburg. That unit group, deploy these units in East Anglia to Army 3, is that right? No, Army 4. Go help Army 4, push, and there we go. So Japan is guaranteeing them, we're going to have to deal with that. Whatever, as long as we can win in Europe, the war in Asia should be easy, because we do have the help of all these Chinese warlords. Just overwhelmed the Germans on the border. German Reich has called in Hungary, moved down from Denmark more, keep advancing. And the German Navy they are doing something, I don't know. Battle of the English Channel. Are you ready for this war? Please get this over with. We need to defeat the Allies as fast as possible. Come on. So how much longer do we got to wait? 31st of July, 1940. I'm hoping we can pull in all those countries in the event of a war. This is terrible for the Germans. They're suffering so badly here in this war. These garrison troops are finished. Deploy them to the 2nd Army. Good. The Germans are losing ground rapidly, surprisingly. That is absurd. They're just falling apart. I can't believe they're just... Wow. Germans are crumbling before our very eyes. The Greeks want our help. I'm sure they do. We're already keeping the Germans busy and some Italian soldiers up here, I imagine. We need... I'm glad we took over the Netherlands. We're going to link up with this army group. Poland joined a Comintern, go figure. And that is going to be probably the biggest mistake the Germans have made here. Because now they're going to have to do whatever. Why is this going to the USSR? Okay, whatever. Czechoslovakia is trying to hold on. They're losing some ground, though. Take out these surrounded Italian troops at this port. Get that done. We're ready to fight the British... What is it called? The British Antillean Commune. Declare war. Get it done. Got this. Call in the order. What do you mean we don't have naval supremacy? Oh, wait, I forgot that, didn't I? So deploy the ships here. Do naval, just patrol the area. This one will do naval invasion support. That's that. Begin the invasion now. Ace pilot promoted, and the British Antillean Commune calls in tons of different countries. Who is leading that faction? Let's go down here. They're the only major faction. Go figure. Costa Rica joins the Axis. Figures. The Popular Union of Belize join a Comintern. Okay. Bahamian Commune join a Comintern. And what in the world is going on there? I thought they joined the Comintern. No, they're part of the Allies. Peru joined a Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Spear. Just defeat the Allies and we'll be done with this war. Probably. Dominican Republic joined the Japanese faction. Oh, great, we're going to have to fight in the Caribbean, aren't we? This is really a world war. This is absurd. So every country in the world is being forced into the war, one way or another, probably. And we're still smashing apart the Germans. They're not having a fun time. And let's go ahead and set up a new front line to address the new reality in Germany. So the 4th Army here, this army, they got to be attached to Army Group 1. Good. Let's make a new order and just push onward to Berlin and try to defeat the Germans, and we'll focus on the Italians and whatever's left of the Axis in Europe. Then we'll have to turn all of our attention toward Japan with our massive navy and whatnot. Have we landed here? We did take this island. I thought we did anyway. Did they fail? Whatever, just move here. Fight through anything you see. We took the port. Bridgetown is ours. The British Antillean Confederation should be done for very soon. We're going to have to invade the Dominican Republic, aren't we? I'm glad I put this army in the Caribbean. Where's their capital now? Is it over here? Where is it? Genuinely, where is it? There we go. The British Antillean Confederation is done. Pass, pass, pass. And I guess the Allies are going to get a new leader. Just puppet them in turn. Great, so they're puppeted. And we're done with fighting all those other members of the Allies at this point. Socialist science pool is done. Communist China has called Venezuela into a war. And now we've got to invade Venezuela. What joy are we having there? And now... Wait, are we still at war with all these countries? No, we're not. So that was just it. Whatever, now we have another forward base in the area. We dominate the Caribbean anyway, so let's move all these units here. We'll invade the Dominican Republic first. Then we'll invade Venezuela. Or attempt to, anyway. We'll see how that plays out. So just get these units set up here. Get all that done. We're running so low on fuel. At least we have a massive navy, so that's good. So get these guys set up here and have them invade this place next to that area and see what they can do. We'll see how strong the Dominican Republic is. And in a focus tree, let's go for now. Start doing focuses related to the army, do limited rearmament. Good. And this naval invasion will be ready to be launched soon enough, I hope. And the Germans are still losing ground. They're just struggling. Struggling pretty hard. Take Berlin, please. Just deprive them of Berlin. Just go on full aggression mode also. Full aggression. No slowing down. Just overwhelm them. Northwest Germany, I'm pretty sure, is completely ours. Panama joins the Axis. Because the Mexican Soviet Republic keeps declaring war on everyone in Central America. Mexico, you're doing this to yourself. Like, come on. We're trying to help you here. Fall of Berlin has occurred. The fall of Vladivostok. So, 2 big cities have fallen on the same day, I believe. Get rid of that order. And we have taken Berlin. The British have entered there. I guess the Soviets technically entered there or whatever. And now let's go from volunteer only to limited conscription and we'll have to focus on defeating the Germans, then the Italians, as I've said before. So link up with Czechoslovakia. We're trying to link up with the Polish. They're having fun times fighting the Italians. At least we entered the war at an opportune moment, I guess. So get more fuel. Need more fuel. Get some from the USA. Forget this. Get more fuel from the USA. Hand this to fuel. Get fuel. Need fuel. Just take it from Germany. I don't care. Research sought available. Let's go ahead and research, I don't know, whatever that upgrade is. And improved infantry equipment 1. Focus on taking Berlin. Take Berlin. That's all we got to do. Well, I also got to take Stuttgart, maybe. So aim for that. Just force the Germans to capitulate, and we will be in a very good position to win this war. Go ahead and rapidly deploy this group of divisions. Send them over to the 3rd Army, who is pushing past Berlin. Take Stuttgart, please. The Germans are just overstretched. It looks like they may be overextended. And have we landed in the Dominican Republic yet? We have not. Is this order ready, though? It nearly is. Well, 1 unit is setting off now. There we are. We got to defeat the Venezuelans after this. At least we have this area here. Oh, wait, they're cut off, aren't they? That is awkward. Whatever, just take this area. They're failing to take it. That is, wow. Well, we're trying. I'll say that much. Naval invasion still needs some time to be activated. Use force attack. Just distract them for a little while. We have several divisions trying to land here. Just keep them pinned down. And take this area. Come on. Just push back the Germans. We deployed a lot of divisions. Need more fuel, though. Stuttgart has fallen. Now Munich is the next target for the British. So move there. Go for Stuttgart. Munich. Take Munich. They might have to lose Vienna in order to be officially defeated. Have we taken this place? Oh, no, we're trying to. Dominican Republic may not fall so easily. We may, in fact, just abandon our push in the Caribbean and just focus on Europe, considering the countries that are part of the Axis in the Caribbean and in Latin America. They aren't like major faction members or anything like that. So if the Finland rejects Soviet demands, and Stalin is going to get us into another war, isn't he? That is going to be very... Oh, did the Germans capitulate? It looks like they did. They, in fact, did capitulate. Bad for Italy. Very bad for Italy. Terrible news for the Italians. Terrible. They're going to get slaughtered. That is brutal. Well, I don't know if they officially capitulated yet. They lost a lot of ground, though. And if the Soviets invade Finland, that could be bad for them, because they're already pretty busy fighting the Italians. And do we stop here? Yeah, it looks like that naval invasion sort of failed. Okay, so let's, in fact, pull back out of the Caribbean, take this army here, merge Army 5 with Army 4. And so we're going to be finished with the Caribbean for now, and just relocate all of our forces in the region to Europe, where we will focus on destroying the Axis. What do the casualties look like so far for this timeline's version of World War II? Let's find out. And so we have taken 83,000. The Soviets, who's taken the most? We have taken, say, casualties. China has taken the most. After that, it's the Soviet Union, Poland, Czechoslovakia, then us. So we're 5th place. The Union of Britain is 5th place in terms of Comintern casualties thus far in the World War. Meanwhile, the Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere, they've taken 316,000 total. And the Axis has taken 771,000. And the Germans have taken the most there, but soon Italy will probably be catching up with them, since we're going to be attempting to invade Italy very soon and liberate France in the process. So let me check here. The Axis just needs Italy to fall. Yeah, they're going to go down. If Italy goes, they're done for. So let's focus the entire First Army now. The army group we have on pushing down into Italy and taking Rome and forcing the Italians to accept defeat and break the Axis in that regard. So we're going to make France into our puppet once all is said and done. We'll make Yugoslavia into our puppet and every other place we liberate or whatever. And I don't have anything like player-led peace conferences on, so some of the stuff we do will be just left into the hands of the AI. So that will be interesting, whatever they do. Player-led peace conferences can be fun, but it just, as a major power, I think it's fair I don't use it sometimes. Advance here, get it done. The Italians are overextended. They're fighting so hard in the Eastern Front, and on the Polish front, they probably left Italy relatively undefended. Doctrines available. Let's go to superior firepower. No use doing grand battle plan at this point. and get to Rome. All you gotta do is reach Rome and take probably Naples and Palermo to just win the war. There we go, drive forward. And the Netherlands, just hand over all the land we basically took for you, give control of state. Ask for control of state, I mean Westfalen, West-Elms, Rhineland, Hanover, Hessen, Moselland, Württemberg, Thuringian, Alsace-Lorraine. They've refused to hand over any of that. Okay, you guys can do that then. So let's check the war score though. We have done 22% of it. We don't really occupy enough of it apparently. We fought for the most of it, I would think. Just defeat the Italians, who are trying to be Romans. And the Czechoslovaks and Polish are trying to move against the Nicaragua join the Axis because Mexico attacked them. Mexico has really done very well in getting the entirety of Central America to join in the war against us, haven't they? So let's move the entire British Navy home. Just, you're done with all your orders. Head back to Europe, where we will focus on trying to keep our Navy not very damaged, since we're going to have to fight against the, fight against the Japanese later on, who have a very massive navy. And let's go ahead and start making naval bombers soon. Limited rearmament is done. I don't really need garrison troops anymore either. Should be fine there, so stop making those. Make some cavalry brigades though, make a couple of them. That would be fine. And no national focus set. What can we do? Let's complete general rearmament. Also, available planes in reserve. Deploy a few gladiators, or no? Nicaragua has capitulated. Don't worry about gladiators or anything like that. Just keep focusing on Italy. Focus everything. Okay, don't even focus on Hungary. Just focus the entire Army Group 1 on advancing into Italy and winning the war by taking Rome, Naples, everything that has victory point value for the Italians. They don't have cores on Yugoslavia. There's no need to focus so hard on Yugoslavia. So let's get this offensive started back up. Begin the operation. Go forward. Take Rome. Just reach Rome. Break Mussolini. All we gotta do, just get the operation started. Overwhelm whatever core divisions we're gonna run across here. And how many units does Spain and Portugal have? They have what? They have 13 to 26 and 13 to 34. Spain is still not really recovered from their civil war. So that means, I imagine, their military isn't that strong. If we do have to fight them, overwhelm whatever Italian divisions we come across, good. And Finland join the Axis, go figures. Go figure, because the Soviets attacked them. Now let's move our entire air force here down to Italy. May have to space out planes slightly. Put them in Holland, focus on Italy entirely. Air superiority, close air support. Just do that. Overwhelm them with everything we have. And as expected, Italy is overextended, much like the Germans were. So the Axis is going to just lose ground here rapidly. Just keep advancing though. Research slot available. Bren carrier, research that. People want us to join a war. I'm not fighting them if I don't have to. Malay People's Republic wants to provide us with towed artillery. Thank you. Let's go ahead and send some troops into Italy, maybe. Can you guys hand us over some states we basically fought for everything? Ask for control of state. Austria, Tyrol. They say yes. How's their manpower looking? I imagine they'll say yes to anything if we can just convince them. Yeah, their manpower isn't too high. They might be convinced to just hand over every region we took. There we go. Veneto and Niederbayern or something. They gave us that. And let's continue to push forward. Take Naples. That's going to fall to our forces. Now move into more of France. Capture southern France before this war is over. Or attempt to anyway. The Italians have moved more troops back home, I'm noticing, but it's not going to be enough to stop us at this point. A little too late there. Depending how well the Italians resist, we may be able to have some time to go invade Yugoslavia. I mean Spain and Portugal. And the Italians do have some units on the French border, but they're not really doing anything. It's a little strange to see, but that's what they're up to. Let's go for Paris with this army. Just go liberate Paris. That's all you got to do. Take Taranto. It's fallen. These guys are trapped. They're going to be annihilated. Yeah, they're done for. That poor army led by generic commander Evola. So go to Palermo, please, with our cavalry. Keep these guys back. Make this a front line. Please, just hold the ground here. Just push into Sicily. Go for Paris. Go for any cities of importance in France. And the Axis has been defeated. We want to puppet them. That is our plan. And looks like the Soviets are trying to puppet everything themselves, which makes things somewhat complicated, but we'll make do with whatever. Puppet France. Puppet as much as we can. Liberate. I mean, the Soviets aren't going to really annex everything. They're going to, well, except what they have cores on. So if we can just race to puppet everything before they can, we'll be in a better spot. I'm pretty sure. So puppet, 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 puppet everything. Yugoslavia, independent state of Croatia, or don't worry about Croatia. Ethiopia, puppet that. What has good resources? Valuable resources for us. Portugal, puppet them. I don't think the communist AI in Holy 4 is very focused on puppets, so puppet on that. Why can we puppet Portugal? Why is that two different things? Greater Portugal and the Kingdom of Portugal are two different entities, apparently. We have a lot of victory points, so let's use those. Use that to our advantage. Satellite, no, not Kashubias. Satellite Djibouti, Senegal, Republic of Vietnam. Or no, that's a bridge too far, apparently. Intern. And we puppeted quite a lot. The Soviets went for Ethiopia. Let's go for, they went to Libya and Eritrea. Let's go for Guinea, Mauritania, Ivory Coast, Syria. We'll puppet Syria, probably. And hold on, Italy. Puppet Syria. Satellite Brittany, or no, we need a strong France. I would like a strong France. Did I satellite France effectively? I don't know if I did or not. Tunisia, satellite Tunisia, Corsican Republic, Republic of Ukraine, or no, just keep at least Corsica. Satellite, no, Ukraine. Oh yeah, we can do that, can't we? No, that doesn't really work. Syria, do that. Have that established. Republic of Guadalupe. Is that how it, whatever, get Madagascar. And what else? Look at the Congo. Or no, forget about it. Central African Republic, satellite that. Cameroon, Chad, break those off. Congo Brazzaville, and Madagascar. Guadalupe. What can we do now? Angola. Kingdom of Portugal, that's not right. Indian People's Republic. Why do they have... Okay, whatever. That's going to be very strange, Indian People's Republic, but okay. Angola, Mozambique. What else? The French India will control that now. Hungary, puppet them. Puppet them, puppet... Who else? Romania. Transylvania? Who controls all of Romania? Whatever. Whatever, forget it, intern. And we're still trying to puppet as much as we can here. What's left on the table, I wonder. The Soviets took... What did they take? They took... We got all of this. Meanwhile, the Soviets got... Free France. Why did you take all that? We got this. Well, we got it. Whatever. Don't liberate anyone. Liberate Germany, go to France. I thought we took Italy. I thought we took France for ourselves. Portugal. Satellite Portugal. In turn. I guess they had the political power to just take all that. We'll take Italy then. So in turn here. Hungary, what's left? Serbia. I don't want to have to do that. Great, so let's take all this land, start carving it up. Did I satellite Did I satellite Austria? Did I do that? Or no? Austria does need to be independent. Algeria, that doesn't work. Okay, reset, please. So what can we take then? Satellite Portugal in turn. So satellite all of Austria, Lebanon, Gabon, Togo, Dahomey, Upper Volta, Tahiti, Cambodia, the CC clique, that doesn't really work. Mali, Niger, Kingdom of Morocco, Algeria. Algeria's going to be independent. So will, I don't know, someone else. Can I break away Austria, or is Austria independent in turn? And the peace treaties still continue now. Are we getting what we want effectively here? I'm hoping we are. We'll just start taking land now, so pass. And the Soviets have a fair amount of political power, but everything's been puppeted, so it doesn't really matter anymore. They took part of that. Okay, yeah, they're really evidently trying to take stuff themselves. So let's start taking stuff for our own. Take all this. Just take as much of Germany as possible. We will at least have the Homeland Of Marx as a puppet. Just prevent them. They broke off Silesia and Kashubia. I can tell I didn't do that in turn. Pass. And just take the rest of Germany. We'll make this into a subject of Britain. After this conflict is said and done, once this peace conference is over, we will have to go and fight the Japanese. So in turn, pass again. And now do all this, Königsberg, all this area in Prussia, now for Italy. Fun time there. In turn. So we're going to at least liberate satellite Austria. Take the rest of Italy, get that done, and take the rest of Hungary maybe. Yeah, so take all this, pass. Okay, we don't have to worry anymore about anybody puppeting anything, so just Capture all of this. Good. And take all of Hungary in turn. And we're finished. So hit done now. This peace conference for the fate of the Axis states is done. And that is that. So let's look at how everything turned out. We have these puppets thus far. So Austrian Social Republic is a thing. We need to probably give them some more land though. So let's now do this. Occupied territories, return territory to Austria. Done. Return territory to the Hungarian People's Republic. Done and done. With Italian Union. That's finished. Socialist Republic of Germany. Take that. Good. And at this point, Romanian People's Republic, hand them off some land as well. So that is that. And at this point, the Romania sort of lost territory. Meanwhile, the Soviets got some puppets. We made, who do we have as subjects? We have the Italians, Germany, Austria, Albania, Portugal, the Hungarian People's Republic, Ethiopia, Lebanese, social. Okay, so we clearly both got tons and tons of subjects here. I imagine I'm pretty sure the Soviets did also, but the Comintern is absolutely massive now. If we just look at it on the map, yeah, it's crazy. The Axis still exists with Spain, but not for much longer because we're going to finish them off. So does Finland, I think. Are they even in a faction at this point? I guess they are. What is with these orders? They're so weird. So they're fighting them. Oh, they're part of the Axis. So let's go invade Spain. Get that done. Fight through France. France is a puppet of the USSR, but Italy's a puppet of Britain, and so is Germany, so is Hungary and Austria. Meanwhile, Yugoslavia is part of, we control a large part of Central Europe, essentially. So move all these units here, and we'll invade Spain, get that done. And do we fight the Japanese? We might as well. War is basically already going to happen with that anyway. How's Colombia and Venezuela doing? Are they even in a faction anymore? The Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Spear Go figure. And in Mexican Soviet Republic, get what they want. In these areas, not really. The USSR made them into puppets. So Mexico got all these wars, and then they got us into all those wars, and then the Soviets just swooped in and took all those puppets. And Portugal, we could attack from Portugal, but let's not worry about that. We'll at least try to make the nationalist Spain our puppet. Let's help the Soviets out in their wars. Join the Soviet Imperial Spanish War. We'll help out with Finland too, possibly. We'll at least take off Spain. That'll be a mission for the British military at this point in time. Take out these encircled Spanish divisions. Good. Here's tons of equipment from Hungary. Well, 35 units of something. And join war request. Don't worry about that. Do we have tons of factories now? You'd think we would, but I don't know if we do or not. Oh well. And after this, we are going to have to go fight Japan, so that's going to be fun. Get ready to advance when possible, overwhelm the Spanish as much as we can. And we're doing this for the Comintern. Meanwhile, Portugal, who now exist, they are at war with the Spanish, so they may be facing some issues. We may have to move some emergency divisions down there. We have like 7 divisions that are going to go watch them. Czechoslovakia sent us some gear. Good, thank you, Czechoslovakia. So Henry Wilson, your job is to just go watch this position. Make sure the Spanish don't take they don't take Lisbon or anything like that. And when it comes to carving up Spain, we'll just make them one united puppet. There's no need to weaken them so much by making them a bunch of smaller states, ultimately. Like, we could have carved up the Germans and, well, at least Italy more, but we didn't allow that because I wanted them to be somewhat strong. And how many states are in the Comintern here in Africa? So we have the Comintern and the Allies. Remember, the Allies is a communist faction, so very interesting map to look at. Overall faction map wise. So move here. This is so wacky. What? The Soviet Union keeps making these offensive lines. I don't want to have to see that. That's why I have that setting off. I don't want to see your battle plans. Your battle plans terrify me. So USSR. Stalin, your battle plans scare me. They scare me greatly. I guess the Soviets are going to now focus on driving back the Japanese and their allies, who are probably having some problems now. And we will gladly We'll gladly go help our allies in Asia once we're done in Europe. And we'll probably, honestly, just launch some naval invasions into Japan, since we have a massive navy we can afford to use all the time. I need to get more naval bombers, don't I? I have a feeling I'll need a ton of them. So, naval bombers, where are they at? naval bomber swordfishes. We'll need tons of swordfishes to invade Japan, just to get naval superiority all the time. Madrid has fallen. Where's the capital now? Up in Galicia, in northwestern Spain. I mean. Our units arrive a little bit too late in Portugal, but it's fine. They're holding Lisbon, it's fine. Czechoslovakia cancels their Lend-Lease. Oh well. And go take the enemy capital while we're down here. Go take that, La Coruna. Capture that. Just move forward. We took Madrid. We might have to take Seville. Or Toledo. Don't worry, we'll get those two. So the first army group of Britain is moving out. And the Finns are doing pretty well for themselves, I will admit. They're doing quite well in their war. They are pushing back the Soviets. The USSR is not... Stalin is really dropping the ball in this timeline's Winter War, which, to be fair, compared to his historical counterpart, it is accurate. I mean, yeah. So at this point, let's research in a focus tree. Let's do Special Air Service, the SAS, the SAS. And we have liberated part of Portugal. These Spanish divisions here have been driven off. We've taken Galicia. Where's the capital now? It is in Badajoz, and move there across the Portuguese border. We got this. Just win the war, get it done. And I wonder if Poland and Czechoslovakia will leave the Comintern once this war is over with the Axis. They maybe will. I don't know if they will or not. I hope they stay though. I mean, they're fighting the Japanese, so they can't really leave. Whatever. So we effectively have united all of Europe under Comintern. Well, I thought we did anyway. Did the Greeks just leave? What happened there? I don't know what happened. The Hellenic Republic just kind of existed for a while. I think they just left us. They just left the faction. And let's get air superiority. I don't know what happened there. So Greece is not part of our faction. We got to take Seville as expected. Capture this. We're going to make Spain into our puppet. That is the plan. And try to ensure the Soviets don't start trying to make everything into puppets themselves, because I have a feeling if we don't take every single piece of every single state that can be broken off to form its own country, the Soviets will try to make it into its own country. So I'm a little concerned about that. Keep moving here. Research slot available. Let's unlock rocket artillery. Well, research rocket artillery, and also get the next upgrade for the that's close air support. What am I doing? So nationalist Spain is defeated. Pass. Actually, no, don't pass. It's puppet. Puppet is done. Intern. The USSR tries to take some stuff as expected. I figured they would do that. Whatever. At least we got the majority of everything but Catalonia. We'll also take the Balearic Islands. Intern. What's left? Take the Canary Islands. Done. And so the Soviet Union has... They did what I expected them to do, which was take Catalonia. Well, they broke off one part of Spain and made it into a puppet for them, but at the same time we have the bulk of Spain under our control, which is Republican Spain. And now let's return to Canary Islands and the Balearic Islands to them, because we don't really need those places. So take this land, please. Return territory, good. And let's send the entire British military to Asia, where we're going to probably sit around and wait for the orders to come in to launch endless naval invasions against the Japanese. So move these armies here, move this unit over here. We have about 3 armies and 3 full armies in the army group. We'll just fight the Japanese in Indonesia or something, I don't know. Just set up around Hong Kong or down here near Taiwan. May launch a naval invasion on Taiwan. Maybe. Not so sure. And let's research Bryn, or no. Let's now go for some anti-air upgrades, because we can. Besides that, we got to move the entire Air Force over to Asia, don't we? Yes, we do. That's going to be fun. How many air bases do they have? They have quite a few. We'll have to make do with whatever they have. Let's move our Navy, though. They're in southern England. That's going to have to change. You guys are going to have to merge together and fight the Japanese Navy. I believe in you. Don't get your ship sunk, please. I hope you don't. We have like 5 aircraft carriers. I hope they don't get sunk. Just don't get destroyed. And now, can we get our Air Force here? Get the Air Force. That's in Germany and such. You guys are going to be heading to China, where I hope the Japanese Air Force is going to be overwhelmed effectively with our numbers in every part of the front. So go here in Guangxi, land there, and we'll start setting up operations to invade Japan, while our allies just fight the Japanese for us on the front lines. We can just pull our little naval shenanigans and invade mainland Japan. once we get all of our units in position. But to be fair, that will take a while, since it's a long trip from Europe to Asia. Well, from like Spain to China. That's quite the trip. Even though, yeah, it's just going to take a while. And I think on that note, I'm going to end part 2 of my United Kingdom Stalinist Path playthrough in Hearts of Iron 4 here. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe.